Little review today, and this is on the QUADLOCK smartphone system. So QUADLOCK are a manufacturer of smartphone cases, and they also offer up a variety of mounts. I've got here the bike mount and the car mount, and I've got cases for both the iPhone 6, which is my new phone, and the iPhone 5 SE, which is my old phone, and also the phone that my wife has got. So I don't normally get cases for my phones, but in the last couple of years I've found that the iPhones that you get these days, whether it's just me getting older or more careless, or the design, but they're becoming more and more like bars of soap. And on the outgoing smartphone that I've got, the iPhone 5S, I've broken the screen twice, which isn't ideal, obviously. So I thought, as I've got a new phone here, or the iPhone 6, so nothing flash, nothing particularly exciting, just an affordable phone, I thought this is time to invest in some decent cases. My wife has still got a SE, so that's what these iPhone 5 cases are for, and then we can use these on our bikes, in the car for navigation, and hopefully we'll have a whole system here which will do us for a couple of years and allow our phones to be protected. So we'll have a quick look at what I've picked up here. We'll install it on the iPhone 6. You can see that undamaged currently, and hopefully that's where it will remain. So I've got here the QUADLOCK car mount, which is a fairly simple unit. Comprising of, as you'd expect, a mount for windscreen, which is got a sucker on it, and a vacuum lock clip, the QUADLOCK case mount there, and then you've got a sticky backed mount if you want to chuck it on your dashboard instead, which is actually often more convenient, and it doesn't leave sticky round marks on your windscreen. So that's one mount that we've got there, and the second mount, which comes complete with a case, is the cycle mount. So we'll just open that up and then we'll take a look at the case. So this is a cycle mount. So a simple upward facing mount, spring loaded, and we'll come in for some close-ups on this in a minute. For me, this is particularly useful because it is perfectly suited to Brompton bicycles. The reason why this is particularly suited to Brompton bicycles is because the handlebars fold down, everything has got to end up with a very small footprint. So this facing up, directly up off the handlebars rather than protruding out forwards like a lot of mounts do, is perfect for Brompton. I might do a Brompton specific video for this because I think that's particularly noteworthy in terms of this product. And that basically just attaches to your handlebars with some sort of nitrile O-ring rubbers, and away you go. So let's have a look at the case next, and we'll cover some close-ups and take a detailed look at it. But it's a two-part case. The outer poncho, which they call it, is a nice clear, touch sensitive, even the thumbprint reader works there, and the top portion covers over your lens and your buttons and your plugs, so it makes it, if not waterproof, certainly weather resistant. The case, as you see it here, fits snugly over the phone, and I'll get out the phone in a minute. It's a dual sort of composite case, so it's got a hard plastic lock on the back there, which engages with the mount in a very positive fashion. In fact, you can't undo it unless you activate that spring release and twist. So it's a two-part engagement. So you've got a hard plastic section there, hard plastics as a shell sealed in here with a rubber skin over the top, which allows a snug fit around the edge of the case, and then another layer of some almost foam material. I'm not sure whether that's cast and bonded in place or whether it's just self-adhesive, but that's on the back to obviously offer the phone some shock protection. So pretty impressive looking case there. It looks like it work really well. So let's come in for a few close-ups. We will mount it up on the new iPhone 6, and just for demonstration purposes we'll pop it on the rather sad and broken old iPhone 5S, and then we'll mount it up on the bike, we'll get it in the car, and then we'll follow up with some thoughts on how it works. So first off, we'll protect the brand new iPhone 6 before I manage to damage it. Fresh out of the box, charged up of course, but still with its protective sticker on. So let's see if I can keep this for its whole 2-year contract without completely obliterating it. So first time mounting it up in the case here. Let's turn that off, lots of messages on there. So quickly squeezing it into place. It seems to go in pretty easily. Nice snug fit though. Okay, so that's the basic case mounted up there. Pretty slim profile there. It hasn't really added a lot to the thickness. Obviously there's a slight bulge at the back where the connecting plate goes, but apart from that, looking pretty good. So that will be the standard format for the phone, but of course if you're using it on your bike, or if you know you're going to go into a situation where you're likely to get dust or moisture into the phone, you can put on this poncho. Now obviously when I first looked at it I thought, well, how are we going to waterproof around the camera there, the charging sockets, but this poncho unit covers that all off quite nicely. It's got a sort of a deep lip at the top there which engages with the camera like so. So that's all covered now, and then the bottom should pop through quite nicely like so. So that's the poncho in place. Just check the messages, there's nothing particularly sensitive there, so just telling me that my direct debit's been set up for this new contract, so not too concerned about that being shown to the camera, I don't think. Nice little branding on the side, and yeah, just showing you how the connector works here. Sort of a four-leafed connecting portion there, and you simply push it on and twist, so that would normally be on your bike or on your car, and then to release it on the bike mount there's a sprung plunger, and you twist and release. Now on the car mount, slightly simpler. You're not going to have the shaking or rattling, and you're not going to be too worried about it falling off. And you've just got a simple twist release on there, on and off. But we'll have a proper look at that in situ. So you're basically turning it 45 degrees to get it into place. So the iPhone 5 case follows a very similar shape and design. A simpler construction for the case there though. No foam lining. Still got the rubberized bonded edges, but probably a slightly earlier model. Again, probably goes on with pretty good ease. Okay, into place very easily. Might just give that cracked screen a little bit of extra life there. Again, adds very little to the profile. Little bulge out for the connecting block there. I've shown you before. Clicks into place, very positive. and then the poncho goes on. Now on this poncho, I do notice that whilst the front of the unit is nicely protected, the camera doesn't have that extra lip over it. So certainly I do think that the upgraded case design will be of benefit if you're going to use this outdoors. Right, let's get these mounted up. So the mounting on the bike was super easy, literally sort of 20 seconds and it was on. Just picking the part of the bar without the taper on, made for a slightly easier and tighter fit, but very easy. Obviously you can use the cable ties if you want the secure fit or the more permanent fit. On and off really easy. Obviously the spring-loaded base helps out there, and then just showing the fold and the necessity for the low profile. In the car, 45-degree turn, very easy fitting. Obviously you don't need the locking spring lock section, it's much more secure, and it makes using your mobile phone as a sat nav an absolute breeze. This has really helped us out on a few journeys recently. So I've used this system, the QUADLOCK system, for a few weeks now, so just as a follow-up, give you some full thoughts about how the system's working for me. It works really well. The case in particular, obviously something I use every day. It never comes off my phone. Really no cause to fault this at all. As with any case, you do get a little bit of dust build up around the edges, but apart from that slight sort of frustration, which I don't really see how you can remove, there's absolutely nothing I can fault about it. One interesting thing is partly down to the low profile of iPhones these days, but with the case on, it really doesn't add much to the phone's size at all, in my opinion. So it goes into the pocket as easy as without the case. It's easy to hold. In fact, in some ways it's actually more comfortable and easier to hold, because the sort of socket system at the back there actually gives somewhere for your sort of fingers to grasp onto, so you don't have that sort of iPhone bar of soap issue which leads to broken screens. So really nice fit on the case. All the buttons and sockets work really well. The speakers all sort of fully exposed, so yeah, perfect case. I've used the waterproof cover on a few occasions when I've been running. Now I don't have the arm strap for this, but when I'm running, the app that I use and Strava, I do run with this in my hand, which isn't sort of ideal, but the case gives it that little bit of extra protection from rain and poor weather, and also that little bit of surety if I dropped it, it would be just that little bit more protected. The case, or the waterproof cover here, is really good, very responsive for use of the touchscreen, really works quite well, and yeah, so I think I'll be investing in the arm strap, which will probably give a full complement of accessories for this really. On the bike, as you saw earlier, very easy to put on. The clip installs really easily. It's really secure. You can make it more secure by using cable ties on it if you want a permanent fit. And if you use a Brompton, as I mentioned earlier, you really want to have that low profile, so when you fold your handlebars down, it fits perfectly. So particularly good because it's low footprint for Brompton use. The car mount, again, godsend to have a single system which everything works with. The window mount is really robust, very sturdy, really good fit against the window there, really strong sucker, and well, we've disposed of our old TomTom and now simply use our iPhones in the car, which I'm sure most of you do as well, but it works really nicely. Just a 45-degree turn to install it, and no shakes, rattles or anything like that. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this. I'm very pleased to have sort of picked up this system. To be honest, as far as I can tell you, this is one of the most comprehensive systems available. So for the 2 years of having these phones, it will be a great deal. And in fact, in the next contract, I'm sure we'll pick up the appropriate cases and use the accessories again. The second phone cover is obviously disappeared to my wife's phone, and you know, it works really well on there. I would say the iPhone 6 case is of a better construction, I think, than the iPhone 5. So I guess as time's gone on, QUADLOCK have improved their products between generations. So well, that's about it. As I say, very pleased to have this, and I think it was a good choice. It's done everything I wanted it to. It's got all bases covered, especially if I get the arm strap for running, which I think I'll probably will. And yeah, well, I hope you found that useful. If you think about buying the system, I can only recommend it. I think it's really good. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Product reviews and also particular things that I like, sort of everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives, good quality footwear, good quality denim, a bit of cycling. Check out the channel if you haven't seen it before. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope that's useful. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.